Hey everyone, this is Shora Moria and welcome you all in Lingolite Capital. So, dear friends, in this lecture, we will talk about one of the important terms of linguistics, especially from the morphology, that is morphemes. So, here we will not only discuss morphemes but also we will discuss some more about the morphemes, about its types, and the morphemes in the other language. So, here at first, we will discuss or talk about the some of our basic components that already we have been studied in our basic grammars. Like already we know about letters, we know about the word, we know about phrase, we know about sentence. Sometimes we get confused with its definition, but here at first we will clear about the definitions with the example of all these components, and after that we'll discuss morphemes in details. So at first, when do I talk about the letter, that what is a letter? So here a letter is a smallest unit of a word. Okay, if suppose that if we take any other example, like we take an example like cat or dog. So according to the definition of the letter, that a letter is the smallest unit of a word. So here a cat is a word, and when do we talk about its smallest unit, then this will be the ka. C, A, and T. These, when we will segment this like C plus A plus T in a small segmentation, then these are the smallest unit of a word. In same here we had a D, O, and G. So a letter is the smallest unit of a word. Next, when do we talk about word? That what is word? So here, word means a group of letter or a group of sound segment that gives a meaningful unit. Or also we can say a unit of meaningful letter or sound segment is known to be the word. Like if I write like B A D, so here B A D in itself, these are the letters, these are the different letters. But when we group them in a meaningful unit, then these letters, when combined with each other in a meaningful unit, then this is known to be the word. Must remember that after combining these sound segments, after combining these letters, there should be a meaning. If suppose that if we write like DAB, so here we can find that here is no any meaning of this word. That is why this is the wrong definition, or we can say this is the wrong vocabs. Okay, so a unit of a meaningful letter or sound segment is known to be the word. So here, when we will combine this in a right sequence, bad, BAD, then this is the known to be the word. Okay. Now, next we have another components which is known to be the phrase. When do I talk about the phrase? Phrase means in the same way like when we combine the words into a meaningful unit or that gives a meaning, then that is known to be the phrase. Like if we just take an example of the phrase like black and white. These are the words, and these words are in a series. So, a group of words that gives the meaning is known to be the phrase. And also, like we have some more examples like at Degasdron or at enmity with, at enmity with. So these are the words, but when these are combined with each other, like if we write here black and white in the sense that in a written manner, okay, black and white means in this is a kind of a phrase that usually used in when there is a, I mean, an issuing of the property, then there is the any I mean any whatever the proposals have been or whatever the affidavits have been written there, that is in the black and the white. Okay, so here at innovative in the sense that if you have or you have taken a hunt with someone, if you have taken the daggers from someone, then that there is a phrase that is used and innovative with. If there is a person who is your enemy, then that is known to be the there is a we there we use the phrase at innovative with. Okay. Next, we have the term that is the sentence. When do I talk about the sentence? The sentence means, according to a definition of a sentence, that a sentence is a group of a word or a group of a meaningful unit of a word is known to be the sentence. Like if I write an example, I car have black a. Okay, I car have black eye. So these are the words. These are the different words, and these words are combined with each other. Here we can find that these words don't have any kind of a meaningful or meaningful unit, or also we can say any kind. These words do not show any kind of the meaning. So, but when we rearrange this, reorder this, like I have a black core, then these are in the right arrangements, these are giving the meaningful units of a word, then this is known to be the sentence. So here, now just come to the point. Here, according to morphemes, what is morpheme? A morpheme is derived from the Greek word. A morpheme is derived from the Greek word morphe, which means form. Okay, a morpheme means that any word or formative which is not analyzable is a morpheme. Means any word or formative or formative which is not analyzable. Analyzable is a morpheme. Okay, means like if we take an example, a simple example, like if we take an example, cat, cat, or dog, or we take example girl. So here we can see, if we write ca, if we write ta, or if we write tc, then here we can find that we do not have any kind of a meaning from the combining of these two letters. But when we combined these two letters in such a way that provides to you a meaningful unit, or that provides to you a meaning, then this is known to be the word, and this is also known as the morpheme. So here, what do I want to say here, that the meaning of a morpheme must be constant. Means there is no any changes in the form of the morphemes. Like here in the next example we can see, if we write like dg, or gd, or og, or OD. Here we can say that whatever the examples do we write here, however do I mean reorder this, but there is no any such a meaning in these words. In combining these words, then these are known to be the morphemes. In the same way also girl. So a sample definition according to the linguistics, what is that? That is, a morpheme is the minimal linguistic unit of an arbitrary union of a sound and meaning that cannot be further analyzed. Means a word which cannot be further analyzed, that is known to be the morpheme. Now, we have another term that is known to be the discreteness. What is discreteness? Discreteness is the composition of a words into morphemes. Composition of a words into morphemes that illustrates one of the fundamental properties of human language. Like whatever do we have before that, I mean studied before that, like in our language, sound units combine to form morphemes, means that is the word, and morphemes combine to form, I mean sound combine to form morphemes, morpheme combine to form the words, and words combine to form a larger units like phrases and sentence, what already do have discussed about. Okay, so, the composition of the words into the morphemes that illustrates one of the fundamental properties of the human language is known to be the discreteness. Now, what do we talk about? That is the types of morphemes. So, here, when do I talk about the types of, especially when do we don't, I mean not have any kind of the further informations or knowledge about the words, then we directly know that these are the only words, we only analyze them in the form of a free morpheme. So here, when do we discuss about the types of the morpheme, so there are especially two kinds of the morphemes. The first one is free morpheme, and second one is known to be the bound morpheme. When do we talk about the free morpheme, then free morpheme means those morphemes that constitute the words by themselves, like man, like gentle, like boy. So here we can say that free morpheme means those morphemes that may constitute or they constitute the words by themselves. These are known to be the free morphemes. But when do we talk about the bound morpheme, then bound morphemes are divided into the two parts. Or bound morphemes are divided into the one part, that is affixes. Affixes are divided into two parts, that is the prefixes and the suffixes. Okay, so here we can see that when do we talk about the prefixes, then prefixes means the words where the if there is any letters or any sound segments which are added before the nouns or before the words, then that is known to be the prefix. Like we have un, we have pre, we have by, and we have some more words, or we can say some more sounds. After joining that, after adding those words, the meaning of a unit or the meaning of a word gets changed. Like if you take an example, uncomfortable, uncomfortable, free free wedding, and bipolar. In the same way, when do we talk about the suffix? Suffix means that if there is any of the any word, and in that word if we add something, and after any adding something, the meaning of that word gets changed. Like if we talk about sing, so here sing means to sing, a person who knows to sing. Okay, but when means if we add the suffix er, it means that a person who knows to sing, who has the quality of the singing, he is known to be the singer. Like also read, read means to read something, but if we add er suffix, then it means that a person that has a quality of the reading, then that is known to be the reader. So many languages have prefix and suffix, but language may differ in how they develop these morphemes. So here, that one more important point that we should know, that a morpheme, a morpheme that is prefix, that is prefix in one language, one language can be suffix in another language. So must remember these points, that this is not so that a morpheme, if there is a morpheme that like already we have discussed, a morpheme that is un, pre, by, or er, something like that. A morpheme that is prefix or suffix in one language, then that is the same for all the regional language. This is not so. Okay, so here like we can say that if we have an example like a morpheme that is boy, so when we add yes to make pluralization of any of the word, then we do not think so that if you add in every of the words s to make its a pluralization, then this is known to be the morpheme or suffix. I mean, if you add anything, then its meaning will be changed. This is not shown. There are, I mean, different rules that applies in different languages. Like one of the important uh, thing is that in Isthmus Zapotec, in Isthmus Zapotec, which is especially spoken in Mexico, spoken in sorry, spoken in Mexico. To make the pluralization or plural, they are added the ka as the prefix. Like example that we have here in the HMS Zapotec language which is spoken in the Mexico, there is a word jiggy. Jiggy means chin or jike. Jike means shoulder or diga. Diga means ear. So to make the pluralization of these words, they are added, I mean, ka in that language as a prefix form. So here to make a pluralization, here we add ka jigi, ka jaik, and ka diga, which means chins, shoulders, and ears. In the same way, to express the reciprocal relationship, in the same way, to express the reciprocal relationship, reciprocal relationship, the action in English that we use the phrase each other, each other, as understand each other or love each other or do each other or go each other. So to express the reciprocal relationship we use each other, but in that language, I mean in the language of a Turkish, in Turkish language they are added the alosh, they are added the as such as or is. Like in that language, anla means understand, anla means understand. But when we make the pluralization of these words, then this becomes and loss, which means understand, understand each other. Okay, so these are all about the morphemes of the language of their country. So in the same way, there are so many regions so in this world, and their rules of the pluralizations of doing adding the affixes and the suffixes are different. Okay, so I hope these lectures will help you much more to understand the morphemes, and you would have understand so deep and dive about the morphemes. So if you think that this lecture will help you much more, kindly subscribe and share as much possible. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.